This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster in My Podcast.
And this is the Catoblepas. Catoblepas?
That's the Greek place down the street.
Okay.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Okay, I always say Catoblepas.
Yeah. I mean, so I know these things, like these show up. This is like a D&D 1 first edition that shows up like in Final Fantasy and stuff. Like Catoblepas is like a summon. I didn't realize until I looked at this, like this is based on like an Ethiopian, kind of like death buffalo kind of guy.
What a shitty death buffalo, though. Like, I hate this thing's stupid neck, and I hate that it's weak and it can't shoot its laser eyes after, like, it has to rest.
Well, its neck gets tired. He's like dragging it behind him like it's a rucksack.
That's in the monster manual, that his neck gets tired. Like, he can only do his gaze attack. And it's like, what an unimaginative way to limit this instant death attack that shouldn't be there anyway.
Right.
Well, if he doesn't kill you the first time, his neck get 2 CPs. He can't do it again.
He needs to go back to his den to be massaged.
Yeah. He needs to go one of those mall chairs for Catoblepases.
Just somebody comes and rounds him up in a pickup truck, takes him to the sharper image.
Yeah. What is up with those? You go to the mall and like somebody's getting a straight up fucking like pedicure in the middle of the aisle. Those things, isn't that weird?
It is weird. I think it's a good indication that that there's going to be like a Dillard's at that mall. That doesn't happen at like a low end mall.
What is a Dillard's?
Who is Dillard? No,
Yeah.
like a Dillard's is like it's like a Neiman Marcus or like a high end Macy's kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I just that was my shorthand to say like that happens in the rich.
Yeah, that
mall.
happens in the fancy malls.
Yeah, the fancy mall.
There's a real trash mall in like the suburbs of Portland that is way too fancy, and like literally the coolest thing that's in there, if you are not interested in shopping for nice clothes, is a Pottery Barn Express. It's like the literally the most interesting thing in this mall if you don't want high end clothes.
I need to go look at some rugs.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I have a floor, and then I can relate to it, but everything else is just trash.
Next time you come out here, I need to take you to the Cincinnati Mills Mall. That is the dead mall.
Man, I have a weakness for malls, live and dead.
Yeah,
I take it both ways. Like it is, I like an alive mall. Like I'll walk around the mall and absorb some commerce, and I like. There are several like mall specific stores I'm kind of into. Like I'll go to like a Suncoast. I like a Suncoast.
Yeah.
Or a Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but this the Cincinnati Mills Mall, it's so big and so empty that my life's goal right now is to rent a mini bike or a dirt bike or something, and then just do sick jumps all around this place. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no law in dead malls.
So. That would explain all the drug trade.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, like that. All of that sounded like a joke. However, there are places that cops don't frequent, and people trade drugs a lot in real life.
Yeah.
So everything we just said is actually like documentary style truth.
Yep.
About this.
Man, whoever wrote this entry fucking hates the Catoblepas.
They really do. He's neutral too. He's not a bad guy. He's semi-intelligent. He is in that, like, he's written like a bullet or something where he's like bullet, where he's oh, there goes the neighborhood. There's a fucking Catoblepas. But he just seems like they raise their young, they mate for life. They don't attack adventurers unless they're like their once a month meat binge.
Yeah.
Once a month they have to eat some meat.
Yeah, just get that protein.
Yeah. That happens to me sometimes. I'll go like a long salad period and just be like, God, I need like protein.
Yeah.
That's like one of the only like physical needs I'll have for a specific food. Like I'll feel a specific hunger, like, the hunger that comes with the dark gift. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty rare. Yeah. Look how many times snaky is used in this description.
If I do a Control F, it'll look at the entire document. So
but it's many times because he has a snake-like tail, but the author only uses snaky. It's very cute.
Oh man, Snaky, I love that guy. He hangs out down by the docks.
Yeah, Snaky. So these things they're boars with a big dinosaur neck and a buffalo body and a snaky tail, and their eyes shoot death.
Yeah.
Which sounds way cooler than it actually is. Like I don't hate these guys as much as the author does.
Right.
I'm not about to throw a Catoblepas into my campaign.
I look at this thing and I look at his buffalo mane and I think about like how awful it would be to like, one sleeping, his neck is tired. You just go up and you like just bury your snoot in that mane. Take a deep inhale. How terrible that would be.
I really thought you were going when you're like I look at these guys, I think about their buffalo mane, and I start thinking about the tragedy of the American West and us stealing the Tonka from the native people.
We killed all the buffalo and the Catoblepas moved in.
Yeah, the Catoblepas. And then we had to kill all the Catoblepas. Oregon Trail, you had to hunt these motherfuckers. They're slow and provide way more meat than you could ever eat.
Oregon Trail is just a shitload of tombstones right outside. Cause of death, Catoblepas stare.
I would do like a D&D themed Oregon Trail though.
Oh yeah,
like Fire Run Trail. That's a really fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you take off from
haunted graveyards and shit.
Yeah, take off from Neverwinter and you just head out to the land of the Red Mages or whatever.
That'd be awesome. That's
a good idea.
Their
kid thrills.
And that's a cool adventure hook too. Like the idea of like doing a really survival emphasized like frontiersman.
I mean, that's basically what you described with your Dark Sun campaign, right?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't going. It wasn't like a pilgrimage though. Like food and water was always a concern, but we had short-term goals. That's a cool idea. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah. When I was planning out these episodes, I didn't expect us to camp out on the Catoblepas so long.
No, he doesn't look like he deserves it. He knows what he did. I think that part of the reason why the Catoblepas is rolling off my brain is that this illustration's pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's the other guy. Like I feel like there's probably somebody who can make the Catoblepas look cool, but it's not this guy.
Yeah. Shame on you.
Imagine, look at this image of him. Cool. And this will go great for the podcast, but imagine if his neck just wasn't there, but that same shape of his neck coming out of his mane was just a mouth.
Ugh, what?
Instantly better monster. Like big vertical mouth. Yeah. That thing's scary.
Sneaky. Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/DuckFeed.tv.